The off-road car racing fraternity returned to the mountain kingdom of Lesotho for the first time since 2000 to do battle in the Lesotho Sun 400, the fifth round of the ABSA Off-Road Championship. 29 production vehicles and 28 special vehicles were entered for the event, organised by the Lesotho Off-Road Association, which annually also stages the Roof of Africa Rally for motorcycles and quads. The event would be a make-or-break situation for many competitors locked in battle in the various championship classes. Doornkop Pass was a highway compared to what crews would have to endure later in the event, and Janelle de Villiers and Francois Jordaan revelled in the conditions. The special vehicles were expected to come into their own in the rougher terrain, where four-wheel drive was not such an advantage. Krobler and Leek had won 2 of the 4 events run to date and dearly wanted to add the Lesotho Sun 400 to their growing list of victories. Duncan Vos and Henny Testerge were hungry for that elusive maiden victory. John Ware-Smith and Jeff Minnett last won on the 2003 Queen Motors Spares Targa 400, which the Lesotho Sun 400 replaced on the ABSA Off-Road Championship calendar. Class S leaders Richard Schilling and Chris Davies maintained a steady pace ahead of a hard-charging Gavin Cronje in the Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i. Prepare yourself for a wild ride on board Cronje's Hilux. That encounter with a concrete drainage ditch cost them dearly. All eyes were on multiple Roof of Africa winner Alfie Cox and Ralph Pitchford in the Arnold Chats Cars Nissan Hardbody. There was just no stopping the pair's dominance of Class D. Hugo and father Jaap de Bruin had overcome their initial fear of the mountains and were comfortably in the lead in Class E in the Castrol Toyota Hilux. On the special vehicle front, there was just no catching Mark Corbett and John Moore in the Century Property Development spat. Nardis Alberts and Colin Hunter had got the better of Schilling and Davies and were 5th overall and leading Class S in the Raxa Raceco, with Marcus Taylor and Mark Deschelaine 10th and the Class B leaders. Corbett and Moore were in the overall lead when they stopped at the pits.
8 minutes?
No, going well. We're leading the race at this point. All bodes well for a good finish.
Production vehicle category leaders Vos and Testerge were next to arrive.
It went well so far. No, it's all right. It went well. Quite tough, but we're there.
Duncan Vos and Henny Testerge still led in the Nissan Hardbody, but could not afford to relax their pace for fear of losing position to teammates Janelle de Villiers and Francois Jordaan, who were less than a minute behind. Corbett and Moore were not content to settle for the special vehicle lead. They wanted to be number 1 on the road and knew that the Audi V8 powered back was more than a match for the Nissans. Second place, John Ware-Smith and Jeff Minnett were not having an easy time in the Kopanong Hotel Super Team Jimco. They rolled and lost considerable time getting the Jimco back on its wheels. Alfie Cox and Ralph Pitchford took it easy passing through a village. The pair was untouchable in the Class D leading Arnold Chats Cars Nissan Hardbody. A mischievous group of youngsters had blocked the route with large rocks, which delayed a number of crews, including Atang Macheganeni and Bux Carolyn in the Total Jimco. Apart from getting lost a number of times on lap 1, Terence Marsh and Mike Whitehouse had had a clean run in the Nashua Mobile Jimco and were 4th overall in the special vehicle category, while KwaZulu-Natal-based Clint Gibson and Mike Brown were 5th in the Presidium Financial Services bat. Class B leaders Marcus Taylor and Mark de Chilane in the JRE couldn't afford to relax their pace. Despite the withdrawal of a number of Class B contenders, they were still under pressure from newcomers Rudy and Pierre van Graan in the Techno Chair Zarco and Ernest Corbett and Warwick Goosen in the Century Property Development Spat. Reigning Class E champions Mark Cronje and Chris Birkin held on to second place in Class D in the Castrol Toyota Hilux 2.7i. A maiden ABSA Off-Road Championship win for Duncan Voss and Henny Testerge. Corbett and Moore were stranded 6 kilometres from the finish, which left the way clear for John Will Smith and Jeff Minnett to win.